Bum, 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 bum. Peace, love, prosperity, and power. This is your brother Bang Dizzle, top flight Bang Dizzle. Y'all see me in the little circle right there? Look, man, I'm live right now, and I'm about to go in because I just got to, man. I just got to, man. I just gotta do it. So look, appreciate you for tapping in. We about to go in, man, and if you wondering what this is on the screen, this is coming from a National History Guide. All right, this coming from National History, and we about to show how Christianity just, took over the world, so to speak, or just took over the earth, conquered all these lands, made everybody submit to a one God concept. And when before that, we was all worshiping more than one God. So, and those gods actually took care of us. So, and I'm gonna show you how the National History Guide is gonna prove that to you all. And we gonna quit this debate between people that look like me. No matter where you from, I don't care if you from this continent or the other continent, we're gonna stop feuding against each other because the fact is that we all have the same enemy, and that same enemy is trying to destroy all of us. So it would only be in our best interest to unite or reunite as we once were before to defeat this common enemy that we all have. Alright, so at the beginning up here, I'm gonna just play with this a little bit. I know I can't read all of it at the top because there's a lot of stuff going on with this here, but I want to start right here because Christianity did take over the ancient world simply by just giving people like some type of imagination into thinking that they needed something that they never knew they had. All right, so everyone in the ancient world except for Jews. Now, who are the Jews? Who are the Jews? And who is everyone in the ancient world other than the Jews? So we have to ask ourselves these questions, right? Right? So we have to ask ourselves, who was everyone in the ancient world? All right, besides the Jews. And then who were the Jews? All right. And they call everyone who was in the ancient world pagans. Now, who were the pagans? If everyone in the ancient world were pagans, we just need to identify who are the pagans, which are everyone in the ancient world, and then who are the Jews that are separated from these people. That is, the pagans believe in many gods. These gods, whether the state gods of Rome, the local municipal gods, the family gods, the gods of forests, mountains, streams, and meadows, were active in the world, involved with humans on every level. Involved with humans on every level. Now, let's continue. They ensured that crops would grow and livestock would reproduce. They brought rain and protected against storms. They warded off disease and restored the sick to health. They maintained social stability and provided military victories for the troops. Now, this is what the so-called pagan gods did for the people. All right, and these are not bad things, right? I mean, these are not bad things that they're doing for the people. I don't see any of these things to be bad or sin or going against any righteousness. I don't see those things being bad at all. I don't see why they would be deemed bad and all of that. So let's continue, man. And I hope I can read. Ain't this a way I can like move all of the so I can read? But I'm gonna read the best way I can because the comments is kind of blocking a little bit. So I want to invite, thank you everybody for joining the live. This is coming from the National History Guide, and I'm basically just showing how the National History Guide says how Christianity took over the earth or the world, so to speak, and how every land was conquered the same way. Everyone in the ancient world except for Jews is saying except for Jews was pagan. So who are they talking about? Like everyone in the ancient world, and then you got Jews. So who were all the people in the ancient world? I could slide there, but I know the slide thing, but I don't know how does that move, and that just move in my face, man. I wanna. But anyway, so the gods would do such things in exchange for proper worship, which at all times and everywhere would involve saying the right prayers and I can't say saying and giving the appropriate sacrifices. If the gods were not worshipped in these ways, if they were ignored, they could bring, disastrous retributions, drought, epidemic, economic collapse, military defeat, and so on. I mean, which makes sense anyway. You know what I'm saying? And just know this right here, that Christianity continued to use these same concepts against us, but in turn drove us to believe in a one God versus the many gods that exist. All right, so I need to change. So stand by. I gotta remember how to do this part. Pause. All right. Give me a second, y'all. I gotta remember some things. I gotta remember how to goddamn on. Put up my next slide. I forgot what I do. Just that fast. So y'all bear with your boy now, cause we gonna get it in. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hold up, I'm missing something with boom. Boom. There we go. Boom. Next slide. Boom. Next slide, y'all. I'm learning as we go, because we live all the time, right? All right, so let me see. Did I miss something? Right here. Boom. All right. And now. All right, so the key point is that we're trying to make that the gods were practically active, or principally, we say principally active. So there was concepts and principles. We all know that they were principally active. And just know that the Christians still uphold these same principles, but just use them against us for good and ill. So the gods were principally active for good and ill. All right, in the present life, to worshipers in the here and now. Almost no one in Rome, in the Roman world practice religion in order to escape eternal punishment or receive an eternal reward. That is until Christianity came along. Now let's dig even deeper, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. I'm reading this from the National History Guide, y'all. Tap in, man. And I'm showing how they are saying Christianity conquered the earth. All right, and how all pagans, except for Jews, all right, all ancient people of the world, except for Jews. So we distinguishing that, right? All right. So unlike pagans, not the Jews, all right, Christians claim there was only one God and that he should be worshipped not by sacrifice but by proper belief. So this is where now they start telling you gotta believe in something instead of the other guy saying, hey, proper prayer and proper sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? And we got you. But now they saying, we gotta believe in something now. Now we gotta believe in something, right? So anyone who didn't believe the right things would be considered a transgressor before God. Who said we wouldn't believe in the right things? And most significant of all, rewards and punishments would be dispensed not only in this life, but in the life to come. What? Either eternal bliss in heaven or everlasting torment in the fires of hell? Are you serious? Either the eternal bliss of heaven? Are you kidding me? So they're saying that their God said that, hey, if you don't believe in me, even in the afterlife, you know what I'm saying? Even in the afterlife, punishment. You don't care if you either in the eternal bliss of heaven, in the everlasting torment, and the fire, it don't even matter. That's crazy. So religion. So even if you think you're going to heaven, y'all, if and you, hey, let's just dig in, man. Let's just dig in. I'm gonna let it all speak for itself. Watch this. Watch this. Religion had never promoted such an ideal before. They say religion ain't never promoted such an ideal like that before. Are you see what I'm saying? Christians created, look at the wordplay now. They created a need for salvation that no one knew they had. There's a need for salvation? What do you mean? Our God's provide everything for us already. Where is there a need for salvation? What do you mean? What do you mean? Then they argue. They argue this, that they alone could meet the need. So Christians created a need for salvation, and they said that they can meet the need. They argued. And unfortunately is that they succeeded massively. On to the next slide. So it proved superiority. It did. Everyone in the ancient world knew that divinity was all about power. Humans cannot control whether it rains or an epidemic destroys like the other gods. That it destroys the community or natural disasters. But the gods can. And wonder why we got so many people dying from all of our natural disasters and all of these things, diseases. When the other gods was healing us from these things and protecting us from these things, Why hasn't the Christianity God done the same thing? But the plot thickens. Uh, we know that the other gods, they can provide for humans what mere mortals cannot do for themselves. This stood at the root of all ancient religion, and it became the chief selling point of the Christian message. Because, like I said, they did use all of these principles and concepts against us, saying that the one God could do all of these things. All right? So, Christians declared that their God was more powerful than any other God. In fact, more powerful than all the supposed other gods combined. God alone was God, and He alone could provide what people need. The power struggle between the Christian and pagan gods is on full display, y'all. Do your research, do your studies, educate yourselves. TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. I am also here to promote unity betwixt my peoples all around the world. And when I say that, oh, just look at me. Just look at me. I don't care if you from America, Africa, India, Asia, China, Japan, Russia. It don't matter when they're talking about the ancient. We are those people. Um, we are those pagans that they mention. We are the heathens that they mention. We are those people that they mention. And y'all just need to face it. It's time to stop debating where we from. We already just turn the map upside down. And when you read this the story, they will make more sense. And I wish I don't even have my upside down map on my phone right now. Cause I didn't whatchamacallit. So I didn't put my upside down map on. I didn't get the clip of that, but just turn the map upside down, man, and you then go when you go back and do all of these stories, you'll see it all make sense. All right, when the West was one. All right, so you'll know that the West is Europe and Rome, Africa, and over there's the West, and over here in the East is the Americas, right? Just turn your map upside down, and then you'll see how everything works. It'll make more sense to you. Pardon me. It'll make more sense to you. So, man, I'm coming from the national history guy. All right, and this is just basically showing how, pagans, how Christianity just overtook the land, so to speak, and all of that. So where did I leave off right here? Unlike pagans, Christians claimed there was only one God, and that they should and that he should be worshipped not by sacrifice but by promise. Anyone who didn't believe the right things would be considered a transgressor before God. And most significant of all, rewards and punishments would be dispensed not only in this life but in the life to come, either eternal bliss in heaven or everlasting torment in the fires of hell. That was an important call right there because I got a call at 3:30. I got a very important call I got to do at 3:30. So, yep. We still live, y'all. So, look. But religion had never promoted such an idea, right? Okay, we got through that. Okay, boom, boom, boom. So, we got through. So everyone in the ancient world knew that divinity was all about power. Humans cannot control whether it rains and all of that stuff like the other gods, right? They can provide, all of these. Let me move myself out the way. Can I do that? Oh, I can't move. But they can provide, what mortals cannot do for themselves, right? This stood, okay, and I read all of that, okay, but this stood at the root of all ancient religion, and it became the chief selling point of the Christian message, okay? Because they kept the same concepts and principles, but just used it against us. Christians declared that they God could do all of this stuff, but in fact could not. More powerful than all the supposed gods combined, and alone was God, and God and alone He could provide what people need. The power struggle between the Christian and pagan gods and is on full display in a wide range of ancient texts like people don't read. So consider the apocryphal book called the Acts of John. Oh, this is gonna get good, y'all. Check this out. An account of there's an account, right? My goodness. Let me see something. Oh, I can move me like this. All right, there. So there is an account, right? Of dang, I wish I could move these goddamn whatchamacallits out the way. Hide the chat. Anyway, but anyway, an account of the missionary escapes of Jesus' disciple John, right, the son of Zebedee. At one point in the narrative, John visits the city of Ephesus and its renowned temple to the goddess of Athena, right? Check this out now, y'all. Entering the sacred site, John ascends a platform and issues a challenge to a large crowd of pagans, right? Keep calling us pagans, but that's all right. And then we turn around and follow Christianity and then start calling ourselves pagans. So they are to. So John, this is a challenge John put up. They are to pray to their divine protectress. Look at the wording, y'all. Our divine protectress. Isn't that a female term, protectress? Is our divine protectress actually a woman? Or in the sense of a female? Or feminine energy? And not male energy or not masculine energy? Huh? Pray to our divine protectress to strike him down. Now strike him dead. Now that wasn't even in our nature, right? So you see the other gods wasn't even about that. They wasn't about killing. See, this all came about when Christianity. But thou shalt not kill Christians, okay? Thou shalt not kill though. But John said, hey, pray to your divine protectress to strike me dead then. But nah, man, I do not kill. I do not steal. I do not rob. I do not rape. These are the 42 laws of my I don't. All right, but they's telling us to do something that we ain't about doing. And he's telling us if she fails to respond, then he gonna turn and ask his God to kill everybody. I'm gonna turn at my God to kill all of them then. And the crowd got terrified because they already seen John, raise people from the dead, and stuff like that, right? Things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? And then just know that his gods means business, right? No, he means business. But when they refuse to take the challenge, when we refuse to take the challenge now, we was refusing to take those challenges. John curses the divinity of the place. Come on, man. He cursed the divinity of the place. He gonna have the power to curse the divinity of the place because he studied and mastered the concepts and principles to have the power to destroy. I just read that we knew that it all was about power. Alright? And suddenly the altar of Artemis splits into pieces. The idols break apart and the roof caves in, killing the goddesses. Chief priests on the spot. The crowd makes the expected response, and there is only one God, that of John. Now we have converted. Since we seen such so miraculous deeds. Now we converted, y'all. So now we converted. We converted because of a destruction that we was terrified of. We converted because things that we wouldn't do ourselves. Although obviously legendary, the tale conveys an important truth. Miraculous powers were the Christians' evangelistic calling card. Their compelling proof. Jesus himself, the Son of God, had performed one miracle other. Wow. So are they saying John Jesus? He was born of a virgin. I'm just, you see, it's crazy, right? Christianity, crazy. Thump somebody in the head. So he was born of a virgin. The Son of God had performed one miracle after another. He was born of a virgin. He fulfilled prophecies spoken centuries earlier by ancient seers. He healed the sick. He cast out demons. He raised the dead. And if all that wasn't enough, at the event of his life, he himself rose from the grave and ascended to heaven to dwell with God forevermore. Or into his life. His disciples also did miraculous. Those 11 and 20 miraculous miracles, all recorded for posterity in writings widely available. Yeah, and the miracles. So I'm getting all this from the National History Guide, convinced by these stories, not in mass. And the miracles continue to help present to help to the present day. People became convinced by these stories, not in mass, but one person at a time. Ain't that some mess? So not in mass, but one person at a time, man. This is crazy, man. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't. So we just gonna show, man, how Christianity just succeeded a large measure because it required potential converts to make a decision that was exclusive and final. Wow. Wink. Just a phone. Yeah, man. So I'm definitely gonna have to come back at y'all with this and do a second live, and I'm gonna make sure I pick up right here because I think there's some more meat. In fact, I know there's some more meat because I gotta get ready for my 3:30. Um, I'm just telling y'all, man, the pagan, so-called pagan religions, man, however y'all want to name it, did not operate like this, man. How the Christianity operates. All right, you know what I'm saying. So I'm definitely gonna come back, man, and hit y'all with some more nuggets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do a part 2 to this live. And yeah, man, I'm gonna chop it up and you know, I got another page too, but on that page I can't go live because I done already screwed it up. They done suspended me for life on there for going live. So this is my business page, my other page where I also promote my online business. So, you know, I help people, you know, with all different type of ailments and all of that good stuff, you know, and providing alternative products. And you can do the same from your home as well, you know, and build a passive residual income. If you want to know more about that, just hit me up privately in DM. Just hit me up privately in the DM. You can go. Come on through, huh? You gotta be scared. Just hit me up privately in the DM if you want to know more about our opportunity of working from home and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? See what I do on that end. But on this end, so yeah, this is the only way I can go live and do these things. You know, and on my other page, I just do 10-minute skits. I just did one on there, so I'm gonna continue to do them on there. I'm gonna do them on here, so you can catch me on both ends. All right. So yeah, we're gonna come back and do a part 2 to this live right here. So the cannibalize, what is it? The competition. How Christianity cannibalized the competition, right? All right, man. Look, all people across melanated world, Earth, man, reunite and unite. We have the same enemy. That means Africans, Americans, African Americans. It don't matter what you want to call yourself, melanated. You know what I'm saying? Afro, Asian, Nubian. You know what I'm talking about, man. We all have the same enemy, man, and we need to reunite and take back all of these lands, because it's all ours, man. So peace, love, prosperity, and power.